Real young man. I got a message that I just want to get out there to all you bad guys, all you bad boys and girls, you know. And a message to you, good boys and girls. You're a good boy and a good girl. Your life is it's fine for now. I mean, you're not painless. But you bad people, oh boy, you got some stuff coming your way. It's worse than the measles and worse than the mumps. I mean, you're gonna get lumped up like you never even thought of. I mean, you're gonna have fire all around you. I mean, I don't understand how all of you people fell for it, all you bad people. How did you fall for stuff like election fraud? You know what I mean? How you fall for this new world order crap? How did you fall for the thought that you were gonna get a seat at the immortality table? They hate you. You're a loser. You're a cutthroat lying cheat. Do you really think they want you around them? You committed election fraud. You actually changed the outcome of the presidential election for the United States of America. You are as bad and as nasty as it comes. You really think the elite want you around them forever or till you die? You really think they want to feed you and let you have a piece of their action? You stupid, stupid fart heads. You are the dumbest, brain dead things that ever walked this planet because you're going straight to heck but Jesus. You're gonna die with me and the rest of this world. You know what? You know what? You know what? I mean, you didn't even get a clue. They said 500 million to survive. Let's see. Let's see now. How many do they have? How many friends and family members do they have that are going to get spots on the shuttle or a place in the underground base or in a missile silo? It's so beautiful. How many people do they have? How many seats are available? You know something, you idiots. You're not going anywhere. You're going to hell. They're going to let you die right here beside me. I'm going up and you're going down. I'm good up and you're going down, 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 right straight down to the coal furnace. That's right. You're going to hell for what you did. Because you didn't just do election fraud. I mean, you're killing babies and drinking their blood. I mean, you're doing the most heinous crimes ever even thought of. I couldn't think of anything worse than what you're doing right now. I mean, like torturing and sacrificing little babies, selling their body parts. I mean, Ukraine and biolabs and corona balls and you evil, evil, evil pussballs. They're hanging you already. They're hanging 100 doctors next week, and they're hanging FEMA agents. You're all gonna hang, man. You're all gonna hang, and not only are you gonna die with a rope around your neck, but you're going from that tree straight down for some real fun, and you deserve every second of it. If you was to hold and say, Larry, oh please help me, just a little bit of water on my forehead to cool me down. No, you get nothing from me, and nothing from any good person that's breathing. No, I'll pour gasoline on your ass. That's what you get from me. 5 gallon of gasoline at $4 a gallon, and it's your fault that it's $4 a gallon. You know what I mean? What were you thinking? How stupid are you people? How stupid are you? Denver Airport, Hollywood, Oprah Winfrey, Hank friggin' Hanks, Tom Hanks, idiots. I've been asked not to use the word retard, so if I do use it, believe me, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not doing it to referring to children of diminished capacity, adults of diminished capacity that deserve it. That's what I would be referring to. But anyway, oh my God, I don't, I know that there's something like what, 7 billion people on this planet. I know that they want like 500 million to survive. So you take all the elites, the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and the Kennedys and Nassas and all them friggin' people, and just the people that they're bringing with them takes up most of that 500 million. Then you got to have 50 million people. They got to have 50 million people just to clean up the mess they made. Because 6 billion bodies laying around just ain't gonna work out. When you can come upstairs and play around, you're not gonna want to come because I don't know if it'll smell or what it's gonna be like, but it can't be pretty because that's a lot of bodies. That's a lot of teeth rolling around on the street. You know what I mean? That's just, I can't visualize it. It's it's horrifying. You know what I mean? So how many millions do they need to clean up the mess they made? Okay, but then they need, what's that word? What's that word that Lincoln abolished? They're going to need, how many people are they going to need to take care of the structures they own and are going to continue to own and support and take care of? How many people are they going to need to do their laundry and sweep their floors and fix their cars and build their cars and build their structures? You know what I mean? And are they going to need a bunch of dummies? No, they're going to need some slaves, some laborers, some carpenters, some street sweepers, some booger pickers, people brain dead. Really, they're not going to pick smart people because smart people could evolve into a problem, a situation, a mutiny type, maybe in small pockets here and there. But no. They're going to pick the dumbest of the dumb, the toughest of the tough. They may not even need a bunch. They'll just robot ties the whole deal. Who needs it? Well, they don't need shit, you know what I mean? But all you people that are going to get chosen to hang around, it ain't no special ones. You know what I mean? They're going to take some architects and they're going to take scientists, but it's not going to leave any spots for you people that think you have a spot. You know what I mean? Oh, but I was told that if I, drop 10,000 bogus vote ballots, that I would, get a little apartment for the apocalypse, and I'd be just fine, and I'd get, steak and eggs, for breakfast, if I'd be good and cheat and lie and murder and kidnap little babies and cut them open and get their blood and terrify them so that the blood's better to drink. You know what I mean? Oh, I was told that, so I believe it. I'm just a fat pig, fart head, booger eating, brain dead idiot. Of course they want to keep me around after the apocalypse. I'm so valuable. No, none of you, none, zero, zero, zero. You're all losers, all you cops and bogus FEMA agents and bogus people in the military and bogus this and bogus that. All you fucking, ew, I'm so sorry I swore. All you bad people, you're going to hell. You're not gonna get a seat at the table. Please don't be so stupid. Change your ways. You've got one day left to change everything you did. You've got one day left to beg for forgiveness. Beg, take the deepest part of your soul that you can crawl into and beg for forgiveness. You got a day left because time has run out. You're on an extension, you know. There's nothing left for you. Nothing. It's ending now. They're hanging all these doctors now. I said they'd hang the doctors. I said they'd hang hospital administrators. I said they'd hang FEMA agents. Well, they're hanging them all right now as we speak. There's so many. They can't build the gallows fast enough. Matter of fact, the trials, they can't. They don't even have the time. They said we can't try these people one at a time. We're going to do group trials. So they put 10 doctors on trial at once to hang them all. There's the evidence. Boom, yep, hang them. Up, 10 more. Okay, 100 of them. Hang them all. How long did the trial take? Like 30 minutes. All in, evidence, boom, guilty, hit the gallows. Dead. You're going to be worm food. You know what I mean? So they're already hanging. There's no time left for you people. There's no time left, and you deserve it. Oh my goodness, do you deserve it. I just want to be part of it. I've been so angry at you criminal sons of gun. I've been so angry that I have dreamed, and I kind of begged, and I definitely prayed, but I dreamed of being an executioner when I read about like Hillary Clinton, like and Huma Ababoom or whatever freaking name, when supposedly, you know what I mean, carved the face and skin off a little baby and wore it. I mean, I begged, please, God, I would love to be the one to administer the punishment that they have coming. I want to I want to be able to punish them and show it to the world. I don't really want to see it. I don't really want to do it. But this is what needs to be done. This world needs to see the crime and they need to see the punishment. And it needs to be done. And there's no time left. If you don't get it done now, there'll be no time to do it. I mean, Trump this, Trump that, Trump, Trump, Trump. Well, Trump, get your butt in gear because you talked long enough. It's time to take control. You know you can. Take control of this situation and let the people know that you're here for us because I don't believe anybody anymore. Because while you're sitting here saying how you can fix everything, we just watch 1,000 people incinerated in Maui. 1,000 people. If you had the capabilities of taking control of this country and stopping this kind of crap, and that got you, to me, I hate to say it, Mr. Trump, because I love you, but that's on you. All those people in Maui, that's on you. Because if you took control of the situation, then that might not have happened. Maybe it still would. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm not even in a position to do or know anything more than what I can find on the computer, which is pretty sad to make such powerful statements, and I've really got nothing to show you. That's why I tell you, I beg, I pray. I want to be a part of it because I love America. I love God. I love my country. I love every person on this. I've had my share of mistakes with discriminating, literally, looking at somebody and judging them. You know what I mean? I judged some white people and I cried in shame, but was so relieved and I was on top of the world when I had realized what I had done and made good on it. It was like, oh my God, a lesson so well learned, so valuable to me. I just discriminated against a white person that wanted a job, and I turned them down until they were so persistent that I hired them because I was kind of like tired of hearing, coming up to my job site, with this spiel, and he stuttered like a stuttering, you know, and I thought he was a drug addict. He wasn't a drug addict, and it's like he was a family man, and he had a family, a great family, and it was like, and I've done other things too in my life that I so regret, but I think I'm okay with it because what I know is I see it very clearly. The things I did wrong are etched in my brain so that I can't even forget them, and maybe that's what the punishment is. Maybe that's maybe that's how you get that's how you get you know what I mean, so that you're not in trouble no more. That's how you get them. But anyway, I know everything. I can picture most of the stuff I ever done wrong in my life, and the feelings that I have for it, and how I've asked for forgiveness, and how I've received forgiveness in some cases, how I've actually been confronted later on in life so that I could apologize and ask for forgiveness. You know, and I've said some. I I just lost my older brother, and I didn't get a chance to straighten the problem. We had a situation. We had something that had followed me my whole life and him, and we never got to talk about it. You know what I mean? And it was on him. I wanted an apology or something. I just wanted to say I'm sorry, or I wish I'd have done it better, or just so that we could both recognize that what was wrong, and we could look at each other and love each other as brothers should. But he died, and I never got that chance, and now I have to live with that. You know what I mean? And to me, that's a really big deal. But there's nothing I can do about it, other than say I'm sorry and hope he can hear me, and I hope he's in heaven, and I hope he can hear me. 'Cause that's another thing too. You never know who's going, where they're going, because you don't know what a person's soul. You don't know what they did in their life. I mean, it's like somebody could be like an axe murderer, and just die a normal death, and nobody ever knew about it. But he's going to hell, and you might think he's going to heaven because you didn't know he was an axe murderer. So life is just it's very it isn't confused, and I'm never confused really. I have to juggle some things around in my brain once in a while, but I mean life is a pretty easy thing to figure out. It's because it's easy to know if you're doing something wrong. It's easy to know if you're a good person or a bad person by each instance. Every time you do something, it's easy to know whether you're being good or bad. So, and then of course, if you're being bad, then of course you're leaning towards going to hell. And if you're good, you're always leaning towards going to heaven. I've always, I mean, especially later on in life, I'm 68 almost, so the past 40 years, I really, really tried to be good. I just have. It's just, and it meant so much to me to be good because I never wanted to look over my shoulder or look over my back or worry about something I did wrong. And even though I did make mistakes, I would do my best to correct them. And like all you people out there in the city and stuff, I mean, you've got the biggest challenge that you could ever have. I mean, you're in so much trouble. So much trouble. If you're in a democratic city, your city's falling apart and it's in big, big trouble. You know what I mean? Your crime and all that stuff. And with Biden and the border, you're in. Oh my God, you're gonna. There's some stuff coming that we've never seen anything like it, and these people they're inviting it. They're inviting it in. These people got a. I mean, I'm so happy that they finally at least started arresting them, having military tribunals, and they're hanging these people because you got to just be done with them. You can't leave them in a jail cell for people to talk to and for them to still have control over things on the outside. Never mind, like paying to feed them and house them. No, execution, and that's what the Constitution says to do. So we're a constitutional country. Let's live by it. For once, will we please go back to living by a constitution that meant so much to everything we've ever been through, everything we've ever lived for. You know what I mean? So, like I say, all these evil people, they're not going anywhere. They've wasted all this time. They've been evil. They're going to go to hell for what they did, and they're not going to get no seat, no bunker, nothing. Nothing. What are they? What made them think, oh my goodness, I'm going to help with that election? I'm going to help kidnap little babies and take them through tunnels. I'm going to help, give shots of vaccines that are deadly. I'm going to help. I'm going to put ventilators down people's throats. I'm going to do all. What did these people think? They thought they were going to go. No, do you know that? I mean, they don't even realize. Even doctors and people, lawyers, are just that wealthy. I got all kinds of money, and I'm connected with this people, and I'm connected with that people there, and I'm all set. I got myself a place to go, and I'm gonna live like a king. No, you're not. No. Let me take my condom and bap you a little bit here. Get that shit woke up. You're not. You are not gonna be treated special. Not one of you. They have no room for you. They look at a criminal, any criminal that did a criminal act to get this new world order going. They don't want one of you around them. Not you're a criminal. They don't want criminals. They do not want criminals, and you are one of them. That's what you did to help the New World Order even come to be, as you committed crimes. They don't want you. If you make it, they're going to execute you. They're going to kill you, or at a bare minimum, throw you out to the dogs. Us. And I'll tell you right now, when this crap hits the fan and you're a bad guy and they toss you out to a crowd, you're going to wish they just put a bullet right between your eyes, because that crowd's going to kill you, and not in a good way. They're not going to do it quick. That's not what they're going to be about, because they're really hurt inside and their minds have gone crazy. And they're going to take that mind, that crazy mind, and they're going to take it out on you. That's right. And you're a doctor or a lawyer. Will take that to the bank, right? You thought. Look at what the hospital administrator, look at 100 doctors. They just took 100 doctors, and they took those doctors because they refused treatment because the people were not vaccinated. This is the honest to goodness truth. Because they weren't vaccinated, they refused treatment. Well, all those doctors were tested, because it's well known who gets the shots. Not one of them doctors were vaccinated. They knew all along that those vaccines could be deadly, may be deadly, but what they knew is that they weren't tested. So they decided upon themselves to not get vaccinated. 100 out of 100 doctors, and they're all going to trial. 10 at a time. 10 went to trial. 10 are being hung. The date to hang them is being set now. The other 90 will go to trial in a group court case, because they don't have time to do them one at a time. But these people are heading to the gallows at numbers like you only can dream of and imagine, because it is a dream, and it's a good dream. It's not a nightmare. So to me, it's like a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. So it's like there was no way into this organization. You know what I mean? This New World Order thing. There was no way in. They had to turn you black inside. They had to turn you dirty, nasty, evil, to help them achieve their agenda, achieve their goal. And all along they knew, wow, when we're all on here, they're gonna live like kings. They're actually probably gonna be very peaceful. There's probably gonna be no wars and stuff like that. Everybody will be fed. You know what I mean? Everybody will have a good place to live. Everybody will probably have a really, and actually a pretty good life, but you'll have to work for them. You'll have to earn it. They're not going to hand it to you. You know what I mean? It's like they don't want no crime. Like, if you ever stole a candy bar in your life, I mean, you're probably gonna have to take a polygraph type thing. If you ever stole a candy bar in your life, they're probably gonna nope, kill them. You know what I mean? Vaccinate them. Yeah, vaccinate them. Good. They're not going to want anybody like that. They're only going to want people that they don't even have to watch. The people that they can be trusted naturally. You know what I mean? Not induced. Just naturally born people that are just innocent, even God fearing people. As long as they don't have to worry about them, then you probably stand a chance of being part of the New World Order. But all you guilty pricks, every single one of you is going to the gallows of one way, one sort or another. Gallows could be anything: vaccination, thrown off a cliff, bulldozed. I don't care. Thrown out of a plane without a parachute. Shoot them with rabbit pellets. It don't matter. You're gone. You're out of the picture. And that's the message I want that all here, hopefully, because if all of them change their ways, then this world would change with it. The whole world would change with it. Uh, Even if a big part of them would, it would just be a good thing. And anybody that did change, that would just be a good thing, because it'd be nice to know that there are some people that realized what they had done. You know what I mean? And that would be, I would just like to know that. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, there's only one outcome that even works. There's only one. If we don't take care of, you know, a lot of areas on this planet, then this planet's not going to survive anyway. It won't. We won't need a new world order to kill us off. We're just going to kill ourselves off. if we don't change our ways, and I'll tell you, it's kind of funny because this whole, according to history, like way back history, we were a slave, designed to live on Earth to help the Anunnaki mine gold because they needed gold dust to help their atmosphere maintain and make it livable. You know what I mean? So we were just this kind of like slave put here, and of course we evolved into this mess. You know what I mean? So we're here by accident in the first place, and of course now we're in a position where we can this planet can be ours, but because of free will, it's just not going to be. You know, there's just so much to fix. It's too late. The can got kicked too far down the road. I mean, the homeless and the poverty and the slum areas in on this. But I'm not just talking about friggin' Skid Row and Kensington Avenue. No, that's nothing. Go to the Philippines, and you can stand in the middle of the slums and within sight you can see skyscrapers. I mean, there's got to be 3 million people living in. It's not sewage, but it's just one step away from literally sewage. I mean, kids are playing basketball in areas. It's like dirt. There's a little bit of water on it, and the water's like black, very sewage looking, because it does contain some sewage, I'm sure. But they're playing basketball, and they get the biggest smile on their face. They're happier than, you know what I mean? They're happier than, I don't want to say they're happier than, any other kid because kids find it easy to find happiness every day, every minute. But these kids live in this kind of environment and find happiness, which to me it was like, it is like, isn't that impossible? Like, how can that be? But it's true. I've watched so many. I've watched them because it makes my heart feel good. To Because I feel so sad and I want to help them so much. It makes me feel so good. It's a fulfillment that's kind of weird. It's almost like I'm being morbid, but I'm not. I watch this stuff and it's horrifying, but it makes me feel better. And I'll tell you, I tried to contact this lady in the Philippines. I put like this little ad that, I wanted to contact. I wanted to get to know somebody in the Philippines near the slum area because what I was gonna do, my plan, I didn't have it. I just all I had was a basic idea, but it was pretty easy to figure out. But I never followed through. I actually still want to. I get lost in time because I got nothing to do but so much. But anyway, I wanted to find this lady. I mean, I didn't care if it was male or female, but I wanted to find a person. And I did find this lady, and I was talking to her, but we couldn't communicate very well because she didn't speak very good English, and she was trying to translate her. It was pretty hard to talk to her. But the end result was I wanted to be able to send her, let's say, $100, and I wanted her to go into these areas. I wanted her to exchange the money, what I mean, for I wanted to send $100 in American, and she gets it out in their money. And I wanted her to go into these areas and just find people to help out. Don't don't let anybody know how much money you got in your pocket and nothing, but just to go in and maybe just walk up to somebody and go, oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, and say, oh, you do well. Can I buy you, some rice or whatever, and give them like $10, 10 American dollars worth of their money because I knew that would like buy them like a couple meals for the whole family. But I don't have. If I had a lot of money, I would escalate that. I would just build on this, make it better, and get more money. But I wanted to do that. But I wanted her to video it, okay? And that way, I wanted to have a channel where that's what she did was to go in and give away money, and to help. And I wanted to monetize the videos because I was just learning like people was getting a lot of money, if the video had a lot of views. And what I was thinking is, wow, what if I could build a channel up to where I was getting like a lot of money because of views. Once people realized what I was doing, more and more subscribers, more and more money, to a point where I could like just do crazy things where I'd have to have you know, an office. I couldn't go there because I'm sick, but I mean, I do everything through Skype. But it's like, well, I would have to have an office put together in the Philippines to handle it because you got to be very careful with a lot of money. You have to do it right. You don't want to do any get caught any illegal, and you don't want any of the people working for you, going sour on you too. So at some point, it's got to be like really a guarded, strict situation. That's what I wanted. I was thinking, oh my God, what if I was to get like all of a sudden I'm getting these checks for 3,200, 6,500 up for the views from monetizing. I'm thinking, oh my God, what could I do? I could build housing. I mean, I could tear down a whole row in a slum, tear the whole thing down. I'm a building contractor. I could design. I already have, and I sent it to Elon Musk, and I've sent it to Biden, and nobody pays any attention to little guys like me. You know what I mean? Type my name into like YouTube. I mean, I'm an inventor. I get inventions on it, but I've been a builder my whole life, and I designed these like very inexpensive places where people could live, and they'd be like snap lock. It's like Legos. All they'd have to do is go in with a bobcat and just skim the whole thing out. Have people get their belongings out, skim it out, say 20 feet wide, 100 feet long, and then a crew come in and in 2 days snap lock this thing together, complete with bathroom, water, uh, sewage system. You know what I mean? It comes so easy to do. I designed it so nice for like the homeless in this country. But to do something like that because I mean it's not a lot of money. You know what I mean? You give like they gave Los Angeles like $400 million last year to help with the homeless, and not one home was provided. They bought a bunch of hotel rooms, squandered off the rest, and all the executives had to have new cars, Mercedes, and they had to go to all these dinners, and stuff. And the money got all squandered off. $400 million. Not one homeless was thinking, you give me $400 million, and I'll show you how to do it. And I can promise you too. I could swear on my life, you could put a gun right there, and if I don't do what I say I can do, then pull a trigger. I'm a builder. I'm a full service contractor. I draw the plans. I go to the town hall. I get variances. I go in front of the selectmen. You know what I mean? I'll fight for you on land problems, everything. But not only that, but I'm the architect. I draw your house. I pull the permits. I do the excavating. I did the foundations and the complete build. I had my own cabinet shop. So I'm definitely capable. I'm not bullcrapping when I say I could design this little thing, you know what I mean? But I did have visions like that because that's where my heart is. My heart loves this planet. My heart loves the world. My heart loves everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. I make all kinds of mistakes probably, but I'm just saying. And that's what this video is about too. It's an introduction to me. And I don't know, maybe if you like me, you'll subscribe or whatever it is you have to do. And maybe you'll just ask me, to make another video. But if you ask me a question, ask me any question about anything, and I can probably make another video because I'm like a walking fountain of knowledge. I'm a guy that's done nothing but research, and I love it. You know what I mean? And I like to study, the universe too. When I saw Chariots of the Gods in 1972, I could be wrong on the year and stuff. I was amazed. I was just amazed. I said, "Wow, there's life on other planets." And then out came the Outer Space Connection, and Rod Sterling narrated it. Oh God, so cool! And I watched that, and then I was really hooked on what's going on. We're not alone in this universe. And now, with the information you can find, it's an open book there for you to read. 99% of the people on the planet don't read it, but I did, and I've contributed to it. But anyway, I gotta go, and I love you all, and to all a good night, and I hope you're all safe. I hope that the vaccines don't hurt you. I wish you'd please not take them anymore until they, at least test the things. We don't even know what they were. And please don't don't be like me and get yourself in trouble with the government. I'm probably pretty lucky. I'm still, they haven't friggin' killed me with 5G or something. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty. Sometimes I can be pretty loud, but anyway, maybe it's because I know I'm gonna die soon, and let him go on his own. Because I am sick. I don't have much time left. That's why I leave a legacy. You know what I mean? That's why I've written a dozen books. That's why you know what I mean. I've got inventions on YouTube. I've got 100,000 views. You know, it means so much to me to leave something for my grandkids and my great great grandkids and my great 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 grandkids where they can look back and say, wow, yeah, that was my papa. And like I say, I spend all my grandkids live right across the street from me. Like I say, I bought this trailer, I bought the one across the street, and I bought another one across the street, and that's where my kids live. They couldn't afford the rent. Nobody can. I mean, it's so hard to survive. So I helped them, but now my whole family's right around me and stuff, which is good because after I die, if they want to sell their places and go buy a home, regular house or something, that they can do that too. They can do whatever they want, but at least for now while I'm alive, they're really close to me. It's a beautiful thing. I have such a beautiful life. I have a beautiful wife who takes care of me, and we raised, our son's daughter, Cherish. She's 13, and she's been with us her whole life. And my wife is pretty much responsible for all of that. She works so hard. Everybody loves her. She gets a little grumpy once in a while, but that's what keeps. She's the glue. She's the glue in this, house of cards. But anyway, I love y'all. I'm gonna let you go now, okay? Goodbye.